Hello and welcome to Ant RC. It's Terry here, and just to give you a quick Cross RC trailer build update, as I promised. So we're making good progress. So let's go through what's happened. Lovely sunny day here, so good light in the conservatory. Yeah, the chassis and the axles and suspension are all together. They're made up and bolted. The axles and the leaf springs, which you see here, and all the links were very easy to put together. Instruction manual was clear, no issues. It's not quite as clear as the MC6, the newest kit, the one that I've just built, but it's certainly clear enough. The only thing that they don't do with this kit is they don't label the screw bags, so you don't know which one's which. A bit of measuring here and there, but that's not too bad. So it went together nicely. So the chassis is together, bolted with the cross members here and the supports. And let's have a bit of a look about the suspension. So we've got good old-fashioned leaf springs here that act as the suspension. Now that is an old truck thing, and still is still used on some vehicles, and I was a bit wary about it, thinking these are going to be rock solid and not damped very well and not work very well. But Andrew's finished his trailer and we've done the first run. If you haven't seen that, please check it out. It was a night run that we did last week, which was really good fun. And his the bigger trailer than mine. It's got an extra axle on it. But so he's got a middle axle like this and then another axle at the front. But I was looking at this axle as he was running and it seems to give. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this side of the axle, and it's moving quite well. If we turn it upside down, just put a little bit of pressure on it. It's moving nicely. Excellent. And I can only assume that these dampers have been put on there because Andrews hasn't got dampers with his. Now we can only assume that these are to stop, because whilst there is a bit of support here with the leaf springs, they reckon they would rock around a lot, so they would wobble and move as you went over bumps and different terrain, and I think they'd flop around. And also because the trailer's only got two axles, so when it's built and it's up and running, as Andrew keeps reminding me, it's probably going to tip forwards or backwards. I don't know. I would imagine it probably will do, so it probably won't be as stable. So I think the dampers must be due to stop not it rocking forwards and backwards, but to just settle it down a little bit. They're very soft, and they don't compress very much, so I can only assume that they help. I trust Cross RC with their suspension. The MC6 truck and the MC8, the suspension's been fantastic, so I can only but trust them, and we'll see how it runs. I'm sure it'll be fine. This trailer's not going to be run empty. I'm going to run it loaded up, so that should help with suspension as well and stop it bouncing around. And we don't go fast anyway, but we do go over some quite nasty terrain. Again, really just going through on the build, I am an Cross RC fanboy, I will admit it, and this build has just borne that out really. It's been fantastic. I really like it, and it's such an easy thing to do, such an easy joy to build, and I'm definitely going to buy more of their kits in future. So that's the chassis out of the way. Now let's have a look at the flatbed. So these to one side. You've seen the flatbed before in the last build update video. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's on our channel. So this is now the flatbed's painted with khaki camo, it's called. It's a Halfords paint, which is the same colour I did the flatbed on the MC6. I really like the colour. Comes up really nicely. And it was Simon at Green's Models that I got these kits from that recommended the Halfords paints, and they go on so well. I am not the world's best painter by any stretch. I've got a bit more experience now. I've done it a few times with the MC6 kit and some Lexan shells. Get it in the sun there, but it finishes and goes on really nicely. Such a good finish. Such an easy paint to spray with. It does come out fairly quickly. You've got to, if you're spraying with the can, you've got to be, you've got to get used to it. And I'm used to it now, but at first it was, you've got to, there's a definite technique. So if you're going to think about using them, I would practice first. So we've also painted here the kind of what you'd call the A-frame, A-bar or whatever, but it's the link connecting the trailer to the actual MC6, the truck. So I've sprayed that up in the same colour as well, so that's ready to go on. This goes on the back of the chassis, so these hold the rear lights, the indicators and brake lights. I think I said in my earlier video, wasn't sure if you got reversing lights, and you don't. So that's, you know, cool with me. But yeah, so Andrew's is the same, so he's set up nicely. And then we have the killer body box that is built and sprayed. That's all together. Trying to open it one-handed, not very successfully. Yes, I haven't sprayed the inside. I don't really care because no one's going to see the inside in video apart from this one. So this is going to sit at the back here like that, and it's going to house the light kit for the wiring and the battery for the lights for this, and any other. I'm intending to put on some various lights on this trailer that are all going to be standalone and run from here. I've got some ideas which I haven't shared with even with Andrew yet, and I haven't decided exactly what I want to do, but I'm going to put some lights on this rig, so that's what this box is going to be for, and it leaves enough room for me to get something on this trailer, be it my JCB digger or something else which I haven't shown you yet, and there's something else coming in the post as well which is going to end up going on here. So exciting. So I haven't got a lot left to do. I need to bolt these bits to the chassis, and while I'm on that subject, I've got a video coming up soon. When we did the night run, the one that Andrew's put up on the channel of the MC trucks going out last week in the night time. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. I had a cool camera mount, sideways mounted camera mount on my MC6, and I've got some really good footage. There's another video that I've got coming that I will edit and put on the channel, which gives an amazing view down the side of the truck. Well, I'm going to do the same thing with the trailer. So this is just a piece of kind of 3D printed plastic. I'm trying to get it in the sun. I apologize about the light in this video. It's too sunny at the moment, but it's nice sitting here in the conservatory. It's nice and warm. Anyway, I digress. So this is going to be secured on the back of the chassis of the trailer here, underneath the flatbed. So it's probably not going to, it's going to stick out just enough outside the back of the flatbed for me to secure a camera on top here. My little run cam, which is absolutely fantastic. So you're going to get a view straight down the side of the trailer, looking all the way down the side of the trailer towards the flatbed and then the front of the cab. That will look pretty spectacular, I think. I do love my camera views on my trucks, so been thinking about different mounts and things like that. So I might stick the GoPro on here as well, because I want a camera sitting there looking down the side, looking downwards, and then another camera on the actual truck, the other side looking backwards. That'll give quite a nice view, I think. So exciting. I have got some paints, some browns that I'm going to be doing some weathering on. I picked those up yesterday. So the weathering on my MC6 is really quite severe, and I don't want to make it as severe on the trailer because it's not ideally the trailer isn't used as much as the actual truck. I'll get my words out. So it wouldn't be as dirty. It's a slightly different color because the side mounts on the side bed of the bed on the MC6 are white, and only the flatbeds are this colour. So I'm just going to do some very subtle weathering down the kind of seam lines, and it's not going to be very, very heavy, and it's going to also be on the flatbed as well, but just 2 different colour browns. Try a different technique, make it look a little bit different, because I want to try some new things. So that will be done. I will talk about that when the trailer is completely built and together. I will do, and the wheels are on, I will do another update video, so you can see what's happened and how it looks. Very exciting, and hoping to run it soon. Andrew's trailer was very good when he ran it, very impressed, and it looks awesome. So this one will look equally as good. So we'll see it out on the trail very soon, and thanks for watching. Any questions, please put them in the comments, and please like and subscribe. Catch you soon. Bye for now.